Welcome, guys. Welcome, High Vibe Tribe. This is my YouTube channel, Divine Hippie 2222. Thank you so much for joining me today. We are totally doing something new. We're a learning and growing channel, right? So I have an audience tonight. Anyways, someone is actually in the room with me as I'm doing this, and we are experiencing this together, okay? That's the whole point of this yes, hopefully I'm helping you and reaching you out there in YouTube land, but this is not just a video. This is not just for show. This is people actually trying to work together with each other to learn and grow and, become the best versions of ourselves, basically. That's my intention, that's my goal, and that's my friend's goal as well. So, anyways, thank you so much for joining me. Today, I'm going to be doing the general energy messages for the water signs, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. So, yay! Fellow water sign to all the others. This is a learning and growing channel. So we are learning how to see that things happen for us instead of to us. Things are opportunities to learn, grow, and develop. And hopefully the cards mixed in with that give us a little more guidance towards achieving that. So it's not just like I'm saying something and we're superficially, trying to achieve something unattainable, because it's not. I think that by incorporating both, it shows that we are capable, and hopefully it builds trust and compassion, and it builds a relationship for not only for yourself and with yourself, but with others around you. So, yay, enough about that. Sorry. Okay, so if you're an intuitive reader and you interpret this message differently, please feel free to do so. My readings are timeless, guys. So you see them when you are meant to see them. You're drawn to the message when you're meant to be made aware of however the situation resonates with you. If the situation resonates, go get a personal reading done. Guys, I'm working on getting set up for personal readings, so I'm not there yet. If you know me personally, you know how to reach out to me and set up a reading. If not, sorry guys, you'll just have to wait. If the message resonates, like I said, go get a personal reading done. If it doesn't resonate, make sure you figure out all the other signs that are in your chart. Because if this message doesn't resonate, then go watch the other videos and see if those messages resonate with you, because that'll give you a little more information. So, all right, guys, I think I've rambled on long enough. If I think of anything else, I'll let you know. So let's get into the message. Okay, what do we have for water sign? Oh my goodness. Okay. Forgive me, it fell all the way on the ground. Okay, so that is the Tower in reverse. Okay, then we got the Nine of Imps. And in this deck, my Halloween deck by Karen Lee, totally love it. In this deck, Imps are representative of wands. So this is your Nine of Wands card. I generally call that my Lord of the Rings, Sam and Frodo card. I'll explain that later when we get into the message. So then we got the Seven of Pumpkins in reverse. And in this deck, pumpkins are pentacles. Okay, so wands represent action. Okay? Pentacles represent money, finances, your job, your profession, materialistic things, okay? So the Seven of Pumpkins in reverse. And then we got the Page of Ghosts in reverse. So let's get one more card, or at least whatever messages that are needed to come out. There it is. Okay, guys, so I know you can't see it on the floor, but the card landed this way. So what I do when a card lands this way. You can either flip it up and rotate it. What I do is I saw this from Tarot Prophecy. What she does is if the card lands like that, she picks it up and tosses it in a clockwise rotation, and then the card landed. She does that until the card lands in a north-south direction, right? Not necessarily true, but you get my point. And this one came out, oop, and I just dropped it. 10 of Bats in reverse. Okay, so the message of the, oh my God. Okay, wow. So, at the bottom of the deck, oh, can you do me a favor? Will you grab that list that's in my backpack? It's a packet of paper stapled together. Sorry, I was asking my friend Kathleen for some information. So, okay, the card at the bottom of the deck is the Knight of Pumpkins in reverse. So where I was going with that, oh my God, guys, was out of 6 cards, the 5 on the table and the card at the, thank you, the card on the bottom of the deck, 5 of them are in reverse. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Most people freak out when they hear about reversals. Reversals just mean that the reverse of the upright message. So we're going to get into things and see what this has to say. So, pumpkins, again, because we got the Knight of Pumpkins in reverse. Pumpkins, again, are pentacles, job, money, materialistic things. Okay, so for the original deck, the Rider-Waite deck, well, one of the original decks. There were 4 original decks, and the Rider-Waite deck is one of them. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest of the 4 knights. If you want to talk about speed in action, okay? Knights are about action. They are the ones going out and fighting the good fight, right? So knights are about action. And the Pentacle one is the slowest of all 4. But let's get in to see what the author, Karen Lee, has to say about her interpretation of the Knight of Pumpkins. A man of integrity who accepts responsibility, however tedious. Endurance, patience. A slow but sure progression towards one's goals, using one's full potential to reach them. Dedication to a cause. Okay, well, this card is in reverse. So my interpretation, my intuition of that is someone lacking integrity and lacking acceptance. No patience. Not even trying to learn. And it says, okay, this is what this is the energy that's really being drawn to me. Okay, yeah, maybe those things are part of it, okay? Maybe you don't feel like you have a lot of integrity. Maybe you don't feel like you're truly accepting your responsibility. But the real energy I'm getting from this card is a slow but sure progression towards one's goals. So meaning you're working on your goals, but you are not feeling like you're getting there. Okay? You're dedicated, but you're starting to question yourself because you are doing all the things that you need to be doing and you're not getting where it is that you need to be. Because again, this is the slowest card out of the knights, out of the 4 knights, the slowest card when it comes to speed. So that's, okay, that makes a lot of sense. So, I think you do have integrity. I think you do accept responsibility. I think you do have the endurance for patience. I think that you are not achieving your goals on the timeline that you expected to achieve them by. That's where I'm going with this. Okay, so my card at the bottom of the deck is the overall energy for the 5 cards that I'm about to get into. Okay, my throat's dry. Sorry, guys. Okay, so normally when I have my 5 cards or however many cards that are out, I try to rearrange them in a who, what, when, where, why, how order. Because I have found, keyword I, is that the cards don't always fall out in sequential order. Sometimes they do, but for me, that has not always been the case. So, I'm not quite sure how they're supposed to go. I'm not seeing that right now. So we're just going to go with the flow. And we're going to start left and read right. And the first card I have is the Tower. Card number 16. And it's in reverse. So, the upright message. Disaster or catastrophe that ends in enlightenment and liberation. A dramatic overthrow of some major aspect of your life. A shattering of false premises. So this came out in reverse. Whatever major was coming your way, you avoided it. That's what this card is getting at. I mean, the author's words are disaster, catastrophe. A huge obstacle, because let's be realistic, we're trying to change our mindset. So a huge obstacle that would have been horrible, you avoided. Good job. Good job. We're learning. We're learning. We're growing. Yay! So, I mean, what I'm getting from this is instead of allowing the universe to put you in whatever situation they were going to put you in to make you learn a lesson, you chose to learn the lesson on your own before the universe had to make you do it for you. Good job. You had the insight, you trusted yourself, and you made different choices. Good job. Okay, 9 of Imps. So, Imps are representative of wands, which are representative of actions. And this is different from Pentacles because this is the day-to-day, like, go here, go there type energy, right? Okay, so in the Rider-Waite deck, it's a guy all beaten and bruised up and bandaged, and he's got 9 wands. And he's on a path, and he is exhausted, overwhelmed, taking a break, but he's so fucking close. So I call it my Lord of the Rings card, my Sam and Frodo card, because in the 3rd movie, Frodo was so exhausted. They were on Mount Doom. They were so close, and they couldn't make it, right? They had to rest and relax. Well, Sam put Frodo on his back and carried him the rest of the way. So that's my interpretation of a 9. 9s are humanitarian, universal thinkers, higher education, world travelers, jack of all trades. And pardon my voice, guys, I am dealing with this horrible cold, and it doesn't seem to go away. So please forgive me. Universal love, kind, romantic, brotherly, psychic, creative, artist, death on the spiritual level. What I get from that is not literally death on the spiritual level, but the ending of a cycle, 1 to 9. 9 is the end. 1 is the new beginning. So if you have death, the death card in the tarot deck is not, it can be literal of death, but its main interpretation is rebirth, change. So something occurs for something to change is where I'm going with that. 9. The author's interpretation is taking action, the ability to inspire others, courage in nonconformity, liberation, expectation of difficulties or hidden enemies. So let's be realistic. You saw something was not right and you made different choices. So there may be difficulties or hidden enemies. And that may be why you made different choices. The point is you're taking action. And that is I didn't mean to drop that card, but that worked out perfectly. The point is you've taken the action and you have avoided whatever this horrible thing was. Good job, guys. Good job. Inspiring others. Maybe on your journey, you will be able to, come on, everybody sees those Facebook posts of, your story can help inspire others. So maybe that's what this means. Whatever your story is, it may help others. You may not even know how it helps. The way you think it may help is probably not how you expected it to. So, encourage and nonconformity. Fuck yeah, be a rebel. Come on. Question. Isn't that what they say? You should question everything. Question everything. So, courage and nonconformity. Good job. The ability to inspire others. Maybe you're a teacher. Maybe just your experiences will inspire people. So only you know how this resonates with you guys. The point is you made changes. You're taking action. Again, this is about action. That's what I said. And you've done so, and it has paid off because you're avoiding something. Okay. Now we're going to move on to the Seven of Pentacles, because I think I've kicked that horse pretty dead. So, Pentacles. Okay, pumpkins in this deck. And it's the 7, and it's in reverse. So the upright message. Material success, progress, gain. A change in luck based on the quality of work you're putting into your projects. Well, it came out in reverse. So you are not feeling successful or like you're progressing. Like I said, what did I say with the pumpkins? The timeline is not following your expectations. You had all these dreams, all these goals. See all these pumpkins? Those are all your dreams and goals that you had planted and worked on and hoping things would bloom and blossom, but it's in reverse. So you're feeling like even though you've done all this work, it's not paying off. But there's that one at your feet blossoming that you're not looking at, you're not paying attention to. And it even looks like, it even looks like the moon is like, hey, dude, you're forgetting something. The closer I get it to, the more fuzzy it gets. Anyways, the moon is not necessarily like happy-go-lucky. He's kind of like, hey, you're forgetting about that little guy there. So, it came out in reverse. This may be how you're feeling. That's okay. It's okay. Just because you're feeling that way doesn't mean you're going to stay there. Remember my theory on the cards, guys. Oh. I'm so sorry. My throat was really dry. So my theory on the cards is throughout our life, based on our choices and our circumstances that we find ourselves in, the cards rotate. And whenever we have a reading done, they stop in whatever position that reflects our choices and situation in the moment. So just because it's in reverse doesn't mean it's going to stay there. Okay? So, again, you're not feeling successful. You're not progressing the way on the timeline you thought you would. You are feeling like your luck has run out. Based on the you're putting in the quality work. Come on, we're water signs. You're putting in the quality work, but you're not seeing the payoff that you expected. That's where I'm going. That's what I'm getting from this. It's not that you're unlucky. It's not that you're unsuccessful. It's not that you are, what were the exact words? Progressing. It's not that you're gaining, okay? You don't feel that way. Okay, so ghosts, I didn't get a chance to say this. I completely forgot. Ghosts in this deck are representative of cups, and cups are emotion, okay? So the Page of Ghosts, it came out in reverse, but we're going to read it in the upright. A student of life, expressive, artistic, and imaginative. A message is on the way. Okay, maybe you're the student, but this is in reverse, so I don't think you're going to get a message. I think it's the opposite of a message. A message is on the way. You're not going to receive a message. So, you may be the student. There may be, the messenger may be the student. Again, only you know how this resonates with your situation. So, okay. There's no message on the way. Sorry, I'm thinking about the order of the cards. We'll get into that in a second. The last card that came out is the Ten of Bats, but it's in reverse. And guys, in this deck, bats are swords. That's mind, thinking, wisdom, knowledge, experience, intelligence, that type of thing. And we got the 10 in reverse. And if you want to look at cycles, 10 is a 1, which is new beginnings. But for the deck, it's a 10. Mental agony, despair, ruin, escape from pain, emotional detachment. Oh my God, guys, I just had the order come into my head. I'm sorry. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. Okay, we're going to get into the Ten of Bats, and then I'm going to get into the order of the message. Sorry, guys, bear with me. Okay, Ten of Bats. Mental agony, despair, ruin, escape from pain, emotional detachment. You won't be in agony. There will be no despair, no ruin, escape from pain. You're fucking taking that bitch head on. I mean, you're laying there and experiencing it. This is not killing you the way the card is upright. This is the opposite. Emotional detachment. No, you're very attached to your emotions. So that's what I'm getting from this. It's not going to be as bad as you think it is. It's not. It's not, guys. Here is the order of the message. You are on your path to achieve your goals, although they're not going to happen on your timeline. Slower than what you expect. Talking about expectations, you were hoping to receive a message. It's not coming. It's not going to be the end of the world. You're putting in the action. You're taking the steps in order to advance yourself. Don't be sad. I mean, you are. You are sad right now because the action you've taken has not blossomed yet. The action you've taken has not come to fruition yet. That's okay. Just because it hasn't yet doesn't mean it will. And because the action you've taken, you've avoided something catastrophic. Wow. Good job, water signs. That should be the definition of our learning and growing channel. Whatever this is, it happened for you, not to you, so that you would learn and grow, And you're making the choices. You're taking the action. You're taking responsibility. You're heading up to Mount Doom. That last, 1,000 feet? I don't know. What was the distance? What do you think? It looked pretty fucking far in the movie, even though it's probably far. Anyways, I digress. You're taking the action towards those last steps, even though you don't feel like the work you've been putting in is paying off. However, it is. You are avoiding a major catastrophe because, oh, the universe, little cat, you have a passenger. So you know what, when you have a passenger, you know, like my sister, okay, she just had a baby. So I have a niece. Well, you would think she would drive a little slower because she has a new passenger. The Knight of Pumpkins, Knight of Pentacles, the slowest knight out of the 4, has a passenger on his horse. The fucking universe. And the universe slowed down this knight for you. Because if things had come to fruition the way you wanted them to, you would have had this tower moment. Because the universe has your back. The universe fucking slowed that shit down because the universe has your back. The message you were hoping to get, thinking you were going to get, wanting to get, not fucking coming. Not coming. It's also not the end of the world. It's not. It's the opposite of agony and despair. Reversal. Opposite. It's the opposite. It's like a weight being lifted. Instead of feeling like you're drowning and being crushed to death. It's like a weight being lifted. And you're putting the action in. You're putting the work and effort in. You know your worth. You know your value. And you're doing what it is that you need to be doing. You're bossing up. Woo-hoo! And you may not feel like it because things are not happening on your timeline. They're happening on the universe's timeline. The universe is slowing this bitch down for you, not to you. Woo-hoo! And your beautiful outcome is you're avoiding that catastrophic moment. Water signs, boom, mic drop, walk away. Oh, nice. Let's get a clarification from the Oracle deck and see what they have to add to it. All right. So we got card number 12. Guys, this is the week for 2 Oracle cards to happen. So the Gates of Heaven. Do I even need to get into the message for that card? The Gates of Heaven. We will. Don't worry, we will. But we got the Gates of Heaven, card number 12. And then we got the Tau, card number 38. Okay. So, let's get into card number 12. All beings have an ultimate spiritual destiny of happiness and freedom. Beloved Kuan Yin shines tireless compassion upon all life to this end. Yet sometimes attachments, lower vibrational beings, message not coming in, not being in despair, not being in a lower vibrational state. Yet sometimes attachments, lower vibrational beings, entities, and elements become frightened of divine love and believe they will do better to hide in human energy fields instead. Being fake, not being real. Guys, this is a learning and growing channel. If you can't fucking be real with us, if we can't be real together, move the fuck on. There are a lot of other YouTube readers out there, and they're fabulous. They are amazing, okay? But we're about being real. So, lower vibrational beings, entities, and elementals become frightened of divine love and believe they will do better to hide in human energy fields instead. Hiding just makes you feel isolated and alone, if not many other things. So, the choice is yours. But water signs, you're making that choice. That's what I see here. This is not you. This is, the gates of heaven is you. But the lower vibrational beings is not you. That's somebody else. This blocks progress towards liberation, where human beings and lower vibrational beings can pass through the gates of heaven into peace, bliss, and homecoming to the spiritual source of all life. So this gate, the gate of heaven, blocks all of that negativity. You got that card. Other people didn't. So they are having a hard time with that blockage. But you've done the work. You've done the work to get out of that place. And that's why the universe is rewarding you with avoiding something horrible. They're giving you the gates of heaven. Now, card number 38. Oh, I just passed it. I'm having so much trouble with these pages today. Okay, the Tao. The Tao is always flowing, always nourishing life into creation, always presenting steps and solutions, and always reminding us that we are perfection in this moment. So what I'm getting from this, guys, is we're all human. Nobody's perfect, but we make the mistakes that we make for a reason. To learn from them. To realize things happen for us, not to us. So that we use that situation to learn and grow and develop from. So, reminding us that we are perfection in this moment. We are expected to make this mistake. Whatever that mistake is, however that resonates for you. Because that's the lesson you are meant to learn. You're not wrong. You're not bad for making the mistake. You're not a horrible individual. You're not a lower vibrational being. You're just embodying that energy in that choice. It's all up to choices, guys. And the Tao is always flowing. It's there. Oh, see? It's flowing. My point is, I'm making jokes. My point is, it's always present, whether you acknowledge it or not. You are being guided to relax and allow life to flow. Well, you better fucking relax, because the Knight of Pentacles is your overall energy for this message. The slowest card. So relax. Whatever you were expecting, it's not going to happen, but it's not the end of the world. And you know this, and you're taking action to better yourself. Even though you feel like all the things you've done haven't happened on your timeline. The universe has your back. You're being protected by the gates of heaven. And everything you need is presently inside of you. You just have to acknowledge it and reach out and choose it. We all have it. We're not bad people. We're not I'm totally having a brain fart. We're not any less because of the choices we made. We made those choices because we were meant to learn from them. That's the thing. And once you learn the lesson, then you know you don't want to make the same mistake again. The mistake sounds so negative. You don't want to go down the same path again. Okay? So, what?
Can I interject?
Yeah.
Okay, so to me that it seems like it moved into a very personal, like there's something going on that, and I'm feeling like maybe there's this downness about it, but at the same time have patience with yourself.
Well, yeah.
Kind of trust yourself and then let things go.
Yeah, that's
and it's okay to make mistakes because everybody does, and at the same time it's like, you just have to accept that we are all flawed, but we learn such great lessons.
Yes.
From all of those things.
Well, that's exactly what this card is talking about. So you're being guided.
Be okay, and you have to go with it.
You're guided to being.
I'm getting from it.
You're guided to relax and allow life to flow. So, I mean, that, in my opinion, those are different words to say the same thing that you were saying. You know what I mean?
That's how I guess how I interpreted that.
Yeah. Yeah. So. Okay. The vibe could be somewhat negative, but I'm not kind of like Les Miserables. It's my favorite Broadway musical. My grandmother can't stand it because she's like, oh, it's so miserable. Hence the title, right? But it has a happy ending. It has a happy ending. Even though it's not how you would think it should end, it's still a happy ending. So where I'm going with that is the energy of this reading may feel like haha, whatever, or negative, but it's actually not. Like, it feels that way, but it's going to end up positively. There's protection.
But we learn and grow through
negative. And learning and growing.
Yeah.
You're going from card 12 to card 38. So, and that's the order that came out in. So you are transforming from, one state into another, or one position into another. Yeah, absolutely.
It's just okay to be flawed.
Yes.
It's okay
yes.
To feel down and
that was my point, is being in the right place, or feeling, what did it say? Always presenting steps and solutions, and always reminding us that we are perfection in this moment. So even if we feel like we're not in the right place, or not that, what were your exact words? What did you say?
Oh, just saying, essentially, that even though we may make mistakes and we go through these things that seem like they are negative, basically, if it seems negative, you can draw the positive perspective and look at it from a different angle. And these things may be coming at you, and you may have hesitations, and you may be a little self-deprecating. You can still turn that around, do a 180, and what can I learn from this? And let me draw from that, as opposed to, this is so negative. Because negative things actually help us grow and learn.
They do.
So,
yeah.
That was my feeling, personally.
That's what I'm talking about, guys. When I say if you're an intuitive reader and you interpret the message differently, I don't mean like complete opposite. I mean, even if there's something extra that you have to add to it. We all process information differently. So just because this is my interpretation doesn't mean it's the end all be all. It means it's my intuition, my interpretation. Kathleen just shared hers, and ours, in my opinion,
and I'm an earth sign.
Right? And she's an earth sign. So in my opinion, if I understood her correctly, we were saying very similar messages, just using different words. And so that's where I'm going with that. Just because this is my interpretation doesn't mean it's the end all be all. It means this is how I see it, how someone else sees it, how it resonates with you, how it doesn't resonate with you, whatever. This is the whole point of the channel. Yay. Thank you. Water signs, you fucking rock. Earth signs, you do too. Thank you for your help. So you are learning. That's the basic. To sum up this whole message, the universe is slowing you down to make sure that you learn what it is you need to learn so that you can get to where it is you want to be. Water signs, pat yourself on the back. We done a good job, baby. We done a good job. All right, guys. Thank you so much for spending part of your day with me. This was a completely different thing for me to do. I'm in a completely different environment. It's awesome. I've really enjoyed it. Thank you, Kat. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
So that is the whole point of this, guys. Learning and growing together and getting opinions. So please comment below if you have, I don't want to debate. I'm not looking to debate. No one's right, no one's wrong. But if you have an opinion on any of this or if it's different, comment. Let me know. Let's talk about it. That's the whole point of this. Building a community, learning and growing together, not just superficially, but doing it for real. For real. The questions that we really have that we don't really know where to go to get those answers. That's the shit that I've had to figure out. So that's what I want to be there for you guys for, is I want to be there to help you guys. And if I don't know the answers, I'll be fucking honest with you.
Just direction.
Yeah.
Sometimes
So
you just need some direction.
yeah, thank you. So thank you so much. Bear with me. I'm getting over this fucking cold that I've had for like 2 months. Sorry, guys. So, anyways, like, share, subscribe, hit the little bell so that way you can be notified of my videos. And I hope you had fun. I had a blast. Don't forget to comment, and peace, love, and happiness, guys. All right, bye.